Yo, 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 it is your boy here, Milkleaff, and in today's video, we are going to do a review of the Black Ops 7 beta, and trust me, this video is not no COD hating, rage baiting nonsense. Like, this is more of Milkleaff or Nate's perspective of the game and what I thought about it. In a short review perspective. Alright, so what do I think? So, if we're looking at it from a gameplay perspective, movement, how the weapons feel, the maps, or everything in that nature, I will give it not really like an S tier, but I'll definitely give it like at least in the spot of an A tier because this is what BO6's movement should have been. And when I done my BO6 beta review, I don't really think I mentioned it, or if I have talked about it in my past live streams, whatever, but that doesn't matter. The movement just felt a little clunky. It just felt very not so polished. Like, it just felt so out of place. And that is one of the many reasons why I didn't really care for BO6's movement. Like, it just didn't really feel right. Now, however, though, the weapons in BO6 just didn't really feel all that there. Like, the recoil patterns on a lot of the weapons were just so confusing and strange. Like, the Jackal PDW had this very intense, like, recoil pattern. I was like, what in the world am I using here? But however, though, my perspective on BO6 compared to BO7 is a lot more different because my perspective of BO7 is a lot more of a positive look compared to BO6. And I guess when it comes to BO6, like, I liked it and stuff, but BO7 is the better BO6 if we're going to be talking about the movement and the gunplay and everything in that nature, then sure, I would give it like even an S tier, if that. But when it comes to that, it's what BO6 should have been. And I know y'all may disagree with me, but I think that BO7 should have had wall running. Maybe not to the extent of jetpacks because I don't know if that would have worked with the maps and stuff, but I wouldn't know, really. But they should have at least had wall running. Now, let's talk about the servers. Okay. Multiplayer for traditional 6v6 multiplayer is running on 60 hertz tick rate. Like, why are we like still on 60 hertz tick rate? Like, why are we still in that like phase where we're still using 60 hertz tick rate and then Warzone's using 20 hertz? Boy, oh boy, that is absolutely depressing. I'm not even going to lie to you. Because, like, I noticed that a lot of my shots don't register. Sometimes I have the occasional packet burst and the increased latency that can, sometimes go up to 60 milliseconds. And that is what my biggest drawback on this game is, as of right now, is the servers and everything in that nature. And maybe it's just a regional thing. Because, I live in the Appalachian region where, internet is not really the best thing here. Like, we can get cable internet, we can get 500 Mbps download speed with like 40 Mbps upload speed. Fiber optics or fiber internet is not really a thing in this area. But I will say, Call of Duty Warzone multiplayer, upgrade your server tick rate. Upgrade your servers. Like, it needs it. Like, we cannot go into MW4 with crappy servers. Like, we're not stuck in the past anymore. Like, we need to upgrade the servers, and I am just going to say that right here, right now. But the maps, however, I really am liking the 3-lane style maps and how the maps are being portrayed and how the maps play. Sometimes the maps, like, have this weird, like, it's just not really consistent. Like, there is a lot of, like, it just seems like there isn't a lot of flow in some of the matches I play, and I guess a lot of it has to do with the horrible spawns, and I'm not really holding the spawns accountable as of right now. Mainly because of the fact that it is a beta. But however, though, I would love to see the spawns fixed because with these maps, the flow state of certain matches can absolutely be confusing and weird. And I just think that we need to fix the spawns and see how that goes. However, though, the maps, I am really loving the maps. The vibrant, the color radiation of how the maps are going. Exposure is a prime example of this. The Forge is a amazing map, and I really am just loving these maps and how they are playing. And I will say, the maps, to me, give like a solid like A tier for me. But, however, though, the flow state of the map sometimes can be very confusing for me. But, like I'll say, the layout of the maps is very nice. It's simplistic, but I like it. Now let's talk about the overclocking feature for like the lethals, tacticals, and certain score streaks or score streaks and stuff. So I am really liking this overclock feature, especially with the stems, and it gives you a added movement buff. And I am really loving how they are going about this with the overclocking feature. Now I know a lot of people had some gripes and complaints about the sniper that gets you, like, you know, the aim, not aimbot, but the wall hacks through the walls and stuff. That is like a 9 to 10 kill streak, but the overclock on it is kind of insane. Like, you can get a extended mag on that wall hack sniper, and I'm like, well, that's a little goofy. But I feel like a lot of the score streaks still should be increased. Like, the score should be increased just a little bit. But I think it's fine where it is. Like, you can use an overclock feature on the UAV to minus deduct 100 points, and knowing you don't have to use a perk for that is absolutely nice. But however, though, I can see how a lot of the overclocking stuff can make things very strange and just overpowered for certain people. So I get that. But this is technically my short review of the BO7 beta. I would have done like a longer review video, I guess, but I just wanted to do something short because, you know, I wanted to get the content out and stuff, but I also wanted to throw my opinions and stuff out there. But however, though, the servers and stuff and the server tick rate, we need like an upgrade on that. Like, we need a improvement on that. And SBMM, it's just one of those things, guys. I mean, if a game has it, it has it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not something that's going to completely throw me away. I play the game for I guess, the fun aspect of it. And BO7 is pretty fun to me. But it's going to be one of those things that later down the road, I may have COD fatigue, and I might take a break for a month or two. And if that's the case, then, you know, I will do that. But, however, though, I'm going to sign out of here. It is your boy here, Milkleaff. Peace.